Good evening. This is Tim, the No Nonsense Trader, and it's been a pretty active week. I want to get started with our trends for the week, our Blue Zone trends. The ones that I've been watching this week, of course, on the 4 hour. Everything I've been watching this week has been on the 4 hour. The Euro Yen, once again, as you can see, this doesn't really retrace very deep. It just barely bounces off of this SMA. I like it to go a little bit deep before I place a trade. So we'll watch it, but I don't expect much out of the Euro Yen. Euro USD. This is still a pretty ugly looking trend. We'll see what happens though. Sometimes the Euro USD will trend pretty well, but it just depends on what's going on the higher time frames. Um, I think this one will probably come apart next week though. The Australian dollar. This one looks like it has some potential to be a pretty good trade or a pretty good trend for us for the next couple of weeks. As you can see, all the SMAs are moving up. They're far apart. It could generate quite a bit of power in this trend. We actually had an inside bar right here, but it didn't go deep enough in to the blue zone for me to actually want to place this trade. You never know what's going to happen. I like this to go down into the blue zone and then start coming out and pulse back out. The New Zealand dollar, I actually missed a trade here. I should have entered here. Right here we had an inside bar. We actually had a close inside and deep inside the blue zone, and then a pulse out. I'm guessing we probably can see a nice 1, 2, 3 pattern here as well. Oops, let's move that over. So we will look here and see what we have here at the earlier or the lower time frame, so that we can see if we had. Okay. Well, yeah, a little bit. I mean, we had here, we came up, we dropped down, and then we broke through. And that was probably on the 50 right here. Yeah. Um, well, it's not a very clean 1, 2, 3, but it doesn't matter anyway. We missed the trade. I did not get this. I got the call on my phone, or the signal on my phone, but I didn't act on it. Okay. Um, the Australian Canadian. Once again, this one is just dancing right along the edge of the blue zone. I don't like to place trades on this. I want it to go down in. Now, you see right here, we actually have an inside bar and we have price action dipping down into the blue zone, but look down here and you can see the volume is just too low. This time of day, there's no way I'm going to place a swing trade. You could have a perfectly good setup, and with light action like we have during this session, you'll just get stopped out, as there's just nothing to stop any little tiny event. One bank wants to fill an order or something, and price action moves against you 100 pips. So I will not enter a trade during this time frame. I won't get out of it. Won't get out of a trade that I'm already in, but I'm not going to enter during this. It's not worth it. Okay, up to the Euro CAD, we've closed out this trend. As you can see, I actually made a trade call on this inside bar right here, the little blue inside bar, and then price action just fell apart, and it was falling apart under volume, under pretty decent volume. So, I realized that this trend was over. Um, so basically, what we did was we closed out probably right about here, and we didn't take. I analyzed it. We didn't take any bad trades on this. Everything goes closed out at a profit. We only had two. There was a long that we had called on the 5th at 161.44, and a long on 311 from 162.93. Closeout price, I called it at 65.90, and that is a 743 pip profit for anyone who's taken those trades. I don't know. I think Bill. I think you've had some of these, and I hope everybody's doing well on these. I know how hard it is, guys. I say this every week, but I know how hard it is to sit on these trades. But you've got to get used to the fact that the goal of trading is to make money. It's not to be trading all the time. These are swing trades. These are trend trades. These are long term. Sometimes, I mean, but look at this: 743 pips in a few days. I know people who lose that in a day scalping. And we'll get into some scalping too. We'll get into some scalping signals later on. But right now, I want to concentrate on the blue zone and the gap trades and a little bit of opening range breakout trading. Okay, so this is all closed, and basically what we have here, this was a continuation or a completion. Sorry about that. Of this swing. You can see, oh, I'm in the wrong swing low. There we go. Okay, as you can see, what price action did here. Great. Price action retraced from the daily swing, the latest daily swing, and that killed this trend. Now, this trend could come back. It could be back in good shape throughout the next week. I mean, it's definitely doable, but only time will tell. But I'll keep an eye on it either way. Okay. Now, gap trades. Hang on. The gap trades that we had this weekend were the Euro USD short to 135.66. We had a gain of 59 pips as was suspected, and the USD chef were long to 1291, 42 pip gain. Both these trades closed out at the expected 101 pip gain by 8:22 the next morning. That's pretty good. I mean, that's a quick 101 pips that we got, by Monday morning. That's not a bad week. Also, I have a couple other things I want to talk to you about. We'll talk about the orbit trades the following week because they're not closed yet. I don't know what they're going to do. We've only picked up one of the two that I've actually called out to you guys. It looks like it's not doing so well. It's the pound USD, but I don't worry about that. These are longer term. These aren't the kinds of trades that you expect to just take off immediately. So, and that system, the orbit system, is not designed to generate 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000% a year. It's designed to produce about 50% a year gains. Okay, blog talk radio show. You'll see on the list the trade calls list that there's an invitation to go to the blog talk radio show that I'll be holding 10 p.m. Central Standard Time on Fridays. The first one will be tomorrow night on let me see, what is the date? The 26th, Friday, tomorrow, the 26th. And after that, I think I'm going to hold it every Friday, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I am working on adding more free trade calls to the trade call list. And if you want to get, if you're not subscribed to the free trade calls yet, go to www.nononsensetrader.com, and you'll see a link there for subscribing. And I welcome you aboard. And that's about it for tonight, and I will see you all on the list. Thank you.